The question is about death. What does death mean in terms of our finite reality and our infinite nature? How do we deal with it? How do we understand it? So death is at first a little daunting and intimidating, and for many of us it might be a topic we don't particularly want to look at because we associate it with loss and grieving and a certain aspect which is irrevocable. So all these things bring within us a sort of a negative association with the word death. When we go deeper into our exploration of who we are and what we're here for, death starts assuming a different role. Death actually invites us to look deeper. So in a sense, death gives us a specific endpoint to our physical reality and says, well, here's something finite that you're going to bump into at some point, and so get your act together and try to see what lies beyond the surface reality. So I think I look at death as an invitation to look deeper rather than feeling scared of it. And we can understand death at many levels. So, in fact, every single moment, every single day, when we wake up in the morning, we go to sleep at night, you can look at every day as like an entire lifetime. Because end of the day, we die, so to speak. The day comes to an end, a certain kind of reality comes to an end. We go to sleep and we sort of disappear into this unconscious void in deep sleep, which is very reminiscent of physical death. We disappear and who knows what happens after that. So every single day is actually training us and teaching us what that physical death is all about. So the first takeaway we can have is not to fear death, because at the end of the day, death is a beautiful place where we rest. We collect ourselves, we rest, and we transition to a state of peace without any fear. And so knowing that we're going to be alive the next day, there can be no end. Just because we go to sleep at night, we are confident we'll wake up. Similarly, physical death is not an end. It is simply a semicolon in a sentence. There's a pause there, but the sentence will continue. And we will continue, just like we wake up the next day and we go about our day with fresh energy, renewed energy. So in fact, death, we come out at the other side, so to speak, with a renewed vitality, freshness, and inspiration. So death is, first of all, nothing to be feared whatsoever in any particular way. So we start changing our relationship with death. We become friends with death, and we explore what really transpires during the process of dying. So this is a whole nother exploration of death for, I would say, practitioners who want to truly understand the secrets that consciousness holds for us. During the process of dying, our consciousness, it disconnects and detaches from our finite body, from our physical body. And so the physical body goes from being energized to suddenly becoming very inert. Now, our essence continues on. Our essence is untouched from before to after. But what we've done is simply extricated our energetic presence from within the body back to this higher frequency, higher energy state. So we actually continue on, but simply physical life in that particular container comes to an end. So the more we explore our consciousness through meditation, the more we are intimately familiar with the various phases of this transition. So when we physically die, our consciousness is disconnecting and expanding. All of that is also happening when we have a deep meditation. So any deep meditation is an opportunity for us to pull ourselves out of identification with our physical body and be in touch with a higher reality. So in other words, we can practice how it is like when we physically die on any given day. And the more we get adept at it, the more we are actually, very comfortable with it. And like an Olympic athlete, we look forward to the event because we're excited about it. So death becomes from a dark, foreboding, scary event to an incredible opportunity where we get to demonstrate the refinement of our consciousness, the expansion of our consciousness, and our direct knowing of our essence. So for somebody who's been on the journey of transformation and has been applying themselves to practices, then death is a really exciting adventure to look forward to. When you choose light, life becomes increasingly joyful, purposeful, and inspired. I invite you to join me to explore the realms of light, the infinite possibilities that light offers.